Hey guys, welcome back to Trekyards. I'm Captain Foley.
And I'm Commander Coggins.
And we're funny, because if you've ever watched our show, we got some great puns. We're a punny bunch of guys.
Just like that, guys, you know the truth. And we've learned the truth that Discovery Season 2 is getting more light-hearted. This trailer, San Diego Comic-Con, had several moments of distinct attempted humour. I mean, it was out of context sometimes, so that, you know, it doesn't work as well. But moments of, that is not like Season 1, and an entire end bit, which was just there for a fun payoff. So tonally, looks like they're shifting a bit. What do you think?
Yeah. Well, they said it in one of the panels that last season was so dark. This season they're mixing it up a little bit. They're mixing some levity in with the darkness, so it's going to have a nice balance and kind of get back to that Star Trek feel, which is awesome. Awesome. There was one or two moments in the trailer where I was kind of like, I didn't laugh out loud, but there's some interesting, like you said, they're taken out of context though. So, and the end scene really didn't do that much for me. It was kind of that low-hanging fruit kind of humor, almost reminiscent of like Family Guy or even the Orville, dare I say. Kind of the bodily excretion humor, which I don't know.
I liked the idea of the joke. I thought that is good because in the Federation, in Star Trek, it should be using alien races we know, because why invent new ones just for the sake of it? There's a massive plethora. You know, use the old aliens, give them new things. I mean, we've never seen an alien have a cold. What does that mean? That's interesting. You know, we've seen other sci-fi shows. I can't remember what it was, but something where like his head gets 10 times, you know, gets bigger, his ears grows. Like something happens. It's interesting. You know. And so the idea of it was fun, and the fact that the Burnham's reaction is like, "Oh, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, sorry about that," and no one even blinks. They just, you know, spew gross things, and the guy's face is so blank. So the writing was good in the scene. It just wasn't funny, but it was like enjoyable humor, because that's one of those things. It's like you can enjoy a well-written joke or a well-written scene, and not necessarily just burst out in laughter. You know what I mean? I think nowadays also humor is harder to get as laugh out loud. I think we're all more conditioned. It's like horror. It's harder to be scared because we're so conditioned to what we see. You know what I mean?
Well, how many times have you texted or written LOL when you never actually even smirked? I mean, we're kind of desensitized to the humor. Like, yeah, that was funny, but I actually really didn't laugh out loud. But I'm gonna write LOL. I mean, it kind of defeats the purpose of writing LOL.
I've got a friend that uses LOL as a ha. I say a comment, is that lol? Like, I don't think you are.
If I do rolling on the floor laughing my ass off, that means I actually laughed out loud. So, but yeah, you're right. We are conditioned more to this kind of humor. So, but the scene with you know, Pike in the little fighter thing, and he's doing his thing, and he needs saving, and Burnham's like, "We got this, girls, right, girls?" And they're on this Discovery kind of scrambling. And then you hear Saru go, "Oh dear."
That's fun.
Yeah. That kind of got me a little bit of a smirk because I thought that was kind of funny. But
well, it gives you hope that because you can't be as comedic when it's dark, depressing, and you don't like the crew. If they're pulling a more real people atmosphere, where I want to know the people, I want to like the people, I want to know the backstory, then you can throw those jokes in. So it's good if they're involving the crew, letting them be people. Season 1 they kind of failed miserably to give the crew of Discovery a purpose beyond the main, you know, the Spore Drive guy, the Tilly who's going to be a major part of Season 2, and the bunkmate, the Burnham, the Saru, the captain. That's the crew of Discovery. No one else has any real part because they were the focus.
They all had a line or two and a name. They usually called out their name at least once.
And that's fine.
I still don't know who they are.
Nope. Well, they aren't people. They just, even the cybernetic, she's not defined by anything beyond the injury. Yeah. We don't even know what happened. You know what I mean? So I'm excited for this season because this implies to me more characterful, more day-to-day. That's one of the great advantages of a day-to-day, episode-by-episode story, is that the tone can reset, and you get the quiet moments of every episode where the characters can be themselves. If you're in a 4-episode mirror universe arc, I mean, there isn't so many places for them to stop, talk about the soup that isn't Saru soup, and have a laugh about it. You know, so it's a weird balance. But I mean, sometimes again, I go back to Enterprise Season 3. Really terrific long arc. Really terrific. A lot of funny moments, a lot of great bits, a lot of pullback to humour because it's a very one at a time, but a really strong arc. With even chapters to it. You know, really strong, considering. Now look at Discovery Season 1, even stronger. So, well, jump back to what you mentioned earlier. I mean, Orville, they had a lot of elevator scenes. This is an elevator scene. This is a bodily humour joke. Fluid. Are we?
Yeah.
Is there something to do with that? Maybe. Do you think? What's your gut say?
Oh, I don't know about that, but I mean, the elevator scenes are always, on point dialogue. Boom, boom, boom. It's just, the elevator rides as long as it needs to be for the dialogue. But in real life,
or for characters to get stabbed.
Yeah. But in real life, that doesn't happen. There's awkward, interactions in elevators. You rarely, I mean, even on a ship of whatever, you'd have a conversation, but it'd be like while you're walking in and while you're walking out because it's a short ride, or you'll say what you need to say and then stand there awkwardly while somebody else gets on. And so I kind of like the fact that they threw this in. It seems more realistic. And that's one of the things I like about Orville because, there's these awkward, weird, we run into you again in the elevator kind of thing.
Yes. Well, like I said, they should feel like a crew and a family. So the moments of... Yeah. It's like when you're doing a plot. A moment when you talk about something super characterful isn't about the plot. So you take away from the plot from that, but you need them to build the characters. There's a massive balance of how much is one versus the other. So I'm excited to see the character moments that make it feel richer, and these scenes might be really fun, And I just want to jump back because TOS isn't perfect. There's one elevator scene where you need to talk about the plot. It takes like 5 minutes to go down 2 decks or 3 decks.
Yes.
So
they went to deck 2 from the bridge, and it took 1 minute and 30 seconds, and it's just yeah.
So TOS isn't we're not saying any Trek is flawless.
And there aren't even any quarters on deck 2. But we're not going to get into that. That's a whole other discussion. There was that funny scene with the girls
or
scrambling.
There might be on the Discovery Enterprise. And so that scene now retcons in. That makes sense. It does take 1 minute 30 to go down to deck 2. And there are now quarters on deck 2 because the ship's bigger.
Moving right along. The scene with the guest engineer, the lady, where they said we're on a collision course with a pulsar. Oh, good. For a second, I thought we were going to die. That was kind of funny as well. But a dry humor, so you must appreciate it because you're British.
Yeah. Well, it's good writing is a lot of the time with the dry humor. A well-written...
It's realistic.
Yeah, a well-written, clever thing can be the best thing in the world. It's fun. And I do like, though, certain characters. It's like Dr. Rodney McKay from Stargate. You're so smart that, promise for some people, you're like, oh, yeah. But really, my toe hurts. That's my real problem. I'll fix a pulsar, but my toe, fix that. It's that sort of humour, or that sort of scientist I kind of appreciate. That is so smart that the big things aren't big, but small things be really annoying. So that might be a fun character.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking forward to seeing that scene in particular. I want to know who this woman is, but I'm going off on a tangent again.
Comedy. Comedy.
Yeah. I'm looking for the levity a little bit in Discovery because there were always those nice little intricate character moments in all of Star Trek, especially with TOS, with the trifecta. At the end of every episode, there's that funny kind of scene on the bridge where everybody laughs, and that's the end of the episode. I miss that kind of thing. In TNG, they didn't quite have that. It was sprinkled throughout the episode with the B story or whatever they did. And again, great character development. Those moments of levity are what makes character interactions fun. Like Samuel and myself, when we talk off camera, we have some interesting conversations, and we're always cracking jokes and stuff. So, yeah, it's a thing.
Yeah, it's good times. It just adds to the relationships. And, I also get the sense, I don't know why, but I get the sense from this trailer that they're going to redefine the Saru-Burnham relationship, because they really poorly... Again, different visions at the start of the show to the end of the show, and you can see that reflected very much in how it was written. They were super enemies at the start for some reason. I mean, you sort of understood why, but it was poorly done. I think they might be like the best frenemy rival friends. I think they might be a double act in this show.
I think it's becoming the new Spock and McCoy kind of.
Yeah, maybe.
Love to hate each other, hate to love each other kind of thing.
But with good, fun banter. Because I think they two actually could really work well with that. I don't know why I got that sense, but the fact they were together often in the trailer is kind of like they might be the pairing that if you want to have him say it truthfully to her what she's thinking, but in like a caring way. You know, well, you are scared as anything because you're weak right now, but I love you. It's like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
I guess you're very tall. Shut up. You know, doorways aren't built for you.
Your gangly, it tastes really good, but you won't go into that.
It's true. That's true. Yeah, what do I buy for my birthday? I bought you salt this year. Why? Oh, just the future. Sprinkle, 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 sprinkle. Some salt.
Anyway, with those awful attempts at humor completed, what do you guys think about the humor in the trailer? Did you enjoy it, or does it seem misplaced? Because you either love Discovery or you hate Discovery seems to be the thing. So what did you guys think about this addition to it in the trailer?
That annoys me.
Yeah, I know. But anyway, so put it in the comments below. Also, like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification icon, because we're breaking down this trailer in detail. All a little minutia. We're going to do small, short little episodes or discussions like this on specific topics. So if you want to get notified of those, click the notification icon.
And support us to let us do, daily, sometimes often daily shows. Take a lot of time, effort, energy, and time away from doing other jobs, which we sort of almost choose not to have, try and do this show. You've got to support us if you are able. Like Stuart said, the free way is just sharing, promoting, subscribing, because that helps us actually a lot, or directly via Patreon, or a direct donation at Trekyards.com. We do live off those sorts of things as a fan. If you like what we do, like us, like what we say, want to see more of it, then like I say, just donate on Patreon. It's a huge deal for us. It's the backbone of our channel. If we know we have that coming every month, we can just keep making content. So if you can, please support, and the more we do get, the more confident we can be. I mean, ideally, I'd love to get like 2,000 a month. Would get a lot of confidence for the show going forward. So if you can help, please do. Thank you in advance.
That's right. So until next time, guys, I'm Captain Foley.
I'm Comedic.
And we will keep the awful humor coming in our scripts.
Just like you ask for.
Bye, guys.